Does it feel like you wasted most of 2024 so far? If you're looking for a fresh start, let's do this together. I had big plans for this year, and although I had accomplished some of them, but if I'm being real with you, the past couple of weeks I felt like I've been slacking. If you're new here, my name is Poppy. I am 38. I am someone who's actively building and growing while sharing lessons learned. So if this sounds like something that resonates with you, then do stick around.
Say hi.
So here's what I would do in terms of this challenge for myself. The first 2 days, I will be focusing on getting back to my health and fitness routine. The next 2 days, then I'll be incorporating my mental health and clarity and knowledge routine. And then once I got those two nailed down in the first 4 days, the next 2 days, then I'll be incorporating my personal finance reset. And I'm really excited about this. So if you feel like you've been a little bit stuck, distracted or off your game, I really invite you to join me on this challenge. And even though you've wasted all your 2024 so far, now is the time to make changes, to make things happen. So the reason I'm starting with my physical health and fitness first was because when I started my reinvention journey last year, the first thing that I tackled when I was feeling down, when I was in a rut, was my physical health. And I realized that once I got my physical health back in check, eating healthier, moving more, it actually made a drastic shift in my mindset, my positivity. So the goal for today and tomorrow is to get back to my old health routine when I started my reinvention journey, which is work out 4 days a week. 3 of those days are going to be resistance training, lifting heavy, and 1 of those days is going to be HIIT workout. I'll be walking 7,500 steps daily. I'll also be tracking my macronutrients to make sure that I get 100 grams of protein every day. Now, as we age, we're starting to lose muscles, and it also becomes more difficult to build one. I'll also be consuming no alcohol, for obvious reasons. With that being said, the sun is starting to rise, and I think it's time for the gym. Like I always say, if you want to change, if you want to start, don't wait for tomorrow, don't wait for the next day. Start now, start today, and this is exactly what I'm doing. So join me.
I have to admit that this workout was very difficult. I felt noticeably weaker than early this year, but I kept thinking about the key lesson learned from the book Principles by Ray Dalio. First order consequences often have the opposite desirabilities from the second order consequences. For example, the first order consequence of exercise is pain and time spent, and those are undesirable, while the second order consequences of exercise is better health. So we do need to realize that most of the time, to get the desirable result that we want, which is the second order consequence, we need to go through the pain and the hardship, which is the first order consequence.
I'm actually not going into the shop today, and I have some run around to do, but after this breakfast I'm going to prepare 2 breakfasts for the next 2 days, because if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. I am in so much pain. My legs are killing me. They're so sore. So when I was in my reinvention journey last year, apart from working out, exercise regularly, ate pretty healthily, I tracked my calories pretty religiously, not just the macronutrients but also down to the micronutrients like the minerals. And I use this app called Chronometer. Not sponsoring this video by any means, but it's just the app that I signed up during my reinvention journey, and it is now still going to be helpful during my challenge. What I really love about Chronometer is the ability to sync between Samsung Health, and I've tried a couple different apps before, but Chronometer is the one that has stuck with me for so long.
It is so humid today. I am sweaty, but I have 1,000 steps left until I hit 7,500 steps. Oh my god, I can't wait. As we get older, it is even more important to preserve the muscles that we have. And I found that the most effective way for me to build and maintain muscles in my late 30s is through hypertrophy training, consistently lifting heavier weights over time. I heard someone said recently that what you're doing today is the best that you can do. And that mindset drives me every time I hit the gym. So whether it's just adding one more rep or increasing the weight by a single pound, every bit counts. That workout was so painful at first, but now I feel so good, so refreshed. I don't know how to describe this kind of feeling where you work out really hard, you get all sweaty, and then you have a shower, and then all of a sudden you just feel like the whole brand new person. And now I am just so ready for the day. And although physical health is so important, mental health and mental clarity is important too. And that's what I am going to incorporate into this challenge in the next 2 days. I'll be incorporating a digital detox, which I know is going to be quite difficult as someone who is on social media. Literally, I have a YouTube channel, and also as someone who owns a business, sometimes I need to promote or do marketing on social media. So this is going to be challenging, but I don't think social media in itself is bad. I think it all depends on what we do when we go on social media. So in this challenge, what I will be doing is I can still go on social media, but the only reason I'm there is to post something, to produce rather than consuming. And the next thing I'll be doing, which when I did my reinvention journey last year, I found very, very helpful in terms of changing my mindset and changing my behavior, was meditation. So I haven't done meditation in months and I want to go back into it. Meditation helps me being more grounded and being less reactive, being more appreciative. And the last thing I'm incorporating when it comes to mental health and clarity is reading 10 pages of a book a day. I'm just going to do my meditation before I head to work. So I'll probably see you again end of the day. Video though.
Bring your sacrifices to our hands.
It is 4 o'clock in the evening and I don't go to the gym in the afternoon or evening ever. I find my energy and my willpower and everything just decrease quite significantly in the afternoon. So I normally go to the gym in the morning, but I know I have a pretty busy and early start tomorrow morning. So I either go today or it's not gonna happen today or tomorrow. So I'm just going to suck it up and just do it.
can't believe this, but it finally happened to me. I have caught a cold for the first time since I moved to Florida. I was saying to someone that, the amount of work that I have been doing, the amount of juggling between my business, managing people, filming YouTube videos, somehow because of the sun, I haven't been sick. And 4 months down the line, guess what? I have caught a cold, and it's not a good one. When it comes to financial reset, I only have one goal, which is something that I used to be doing religiously, and that is tracking my expenses every single day. Now, when we were in the UK, I was using my own personal budget and tracker template. I'll leave the link in the description, because in the UK, it was so difficult to find an app that links all the bank transactions. But here in the US, there are actually a good selection of apps that would do that. We have just not had the discipline to go into the app and track all the expenses. Problem with not keeping an eye on what we're spending is that, because we're so busy, sometimes we don't want to cook, sometimes we just spending money buying convenience when we don't have to. And to be honest, I am so glad that I am starting today, because as you know, we just moved from London to Florida, and naturally there are a lot of things that we have to buy in order to furnish the house, and one of those items is actually a day bed. And I was going to buy a brand new one from IKEA, but that would be right around like $600 or $700 total, including tax. So I went on Facebook Marketplace and we found a used one, and it is in a pretty good condition. We just have to put everything up, and that cost us $300, half the price. So I'm really happy about that.
Meditation has blown up on social media over the past decade, but actually I started meditating when I was really young. I believe around the age of 5. In Thai schools, they teach children to meditate after class while waiting for their parents to pick them up. It's funny looking back, because something so ingrained in my culture didn't fully resonate with me until much later on in life. I come to realize that meditation is a skill in itself, like anything else. The more you practice, the better you get, and with that, the benefits grow too. I have to say though, what I found really interesting when it comes to digital detox is that most of the time it's habitual. Like when I'm not occupied, I just naturally grab my phone and then I go on Instagram without even thinking about what I'm gonna be doing there, realizing what am I doing. I am already on the app, which is why, we are all addicted on our phone. It's now something that we do automatically, and in the sense, it is quite worrying. If you'd like to join me in this 24 reset, and I hope together we can pull through together and encourage each other so that we can finish the year in a better place than when the year started. I wish you all the best, and I will see you in another video. Bye.